crashing, hit a wall. Right now I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle. Stranded, reaching out. I call your name but you're not around. I say your name but you're not around. I need ya, I need ya, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I'm starting off this festive Christmas look by filling in my brows. I'm kind of just creating a very thin line underneath my brow to create the shape that I want, and then I'm turning my brush upwards so that I can create hair-like strokes in the front of my brow. You want to avoid a box-like look, so that's why I always create little strokes in the front of my brow so that it looks more natural. And then I kind of follow the natural, what would be the arch of my brow, to complete the end of my brow there. And then I always just go through and comb through it to make sure that all of the product is distributed evenly. This step right here where I'm cleaning up my brows, I have found is just such a necessary step if you want your brows to look really sharp and nice and neat. So I'm just sharpening up the edges of my brows and making sure that the front isn't too blocky, and then cleaning up around the tail of my brow as well, because I want that area to be very sharp and precise.
Out of time. I really thought you were.
I am priming my eyelids with just some concealer and then setting that with a bone-colored shadow before going in with my regular eyeshadows to make sure that my shadows don't crease or fade throughout the day. I'm using the Morphe 350 palette in kind of this dark chocolate color, and this is such a very simple eye look. I'm just putting a little bit of depth in the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to be blending that out with kind of this peachy and bone-colored shadow just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. I just wanted a little bit of depth and definition to the outer corner of my eye without it being too much work. I'm going to be creating a winged liner with the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and this little trick I have just found to be very helpful. I just kind of ripped off a little piece of cardboard from one of my makeup packages, and it just really helps me to get a really precise and sharp line so that I get a consistent wing every time. And again, just like cleaning up my brows, I want to clean up the edge of this liner to make sure that everything is really sharp. This is just a really good trick to help you get that perfect wing every time. And for the kind of festive feel, I'm grabbing this NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Crystal Silk and just going over top of the wing there to create a holiday look. And for lashes today, I'm going for something very wispy but still a little bit dramatic. So these are the Blinking Beauty #1 lashes, and I love them so much. They are so gorgeous, but not too over the top. They're still very wearable.
Right now I need a miracle.
Moving on to the face, you always want to start with a well moisturized face. So I'm going in with the Dual Action Moisturizer by Clean and Clear. This is a moisturizer that has salicylic acid, which helps to fight acne as well as keep your skin hydrated. For my primer today, I'm using the Porefessional by Benefit, and this is just going to help minimize the appearance of my pores and smooth out any fine lines before I go in with foundation. So I like to kind of distribute the product and then start to pat it into my pores so that it really gets pushed in there. For foundation today, I'm using the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow foundation. This is just a sample that I'm trying out, and so far so good. And just blending that out as usual with my Miracle Complexion sponge. Make sure you really take the time to work this into your skin so that your foundation doesn't just sit on top of your skin. It actually kind of melts in and settles into your skin. For concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm using 2 different colors because I didn't want that super highlighted look today. So I just kind of mix these two to balance out the colors, and then just blending that out as usual.
Out of time.
I'm going to set all the places that I concealed with my RCMA No Color Powder, and that's going to be right under my eyes so that none of that concealer creases, and then also in the center of my face to make sure that the concealer I placed there doesn't move throughout the day. For my contour, I'm using this NYX Blush in Taupe. I've just kind of depotted some of my products and put them all in a palette so it's easier for traveling. I'm using just a small brush at first to kind of lay the base of my contour before going in with my butter bronzer on a larger brush to blend all of that out. I always want to make sure that I blend my bronzer down my neck so that everything is really balanced on my face and looks even. For my powder highlight today, I'm using the Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls, and I'm just placing that on all the high points of my face. If you have a hard time figuring out where to put your highlighter, look in the mirror and kind of move your face until you can see where the light naturally hits your face, and that's where you want to put your powder highlight. And for blush today, I'm using my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso for just that perfect peachy tint on my cheeks. And then I'm going to clean up my contour using that same RCMA powder on the other side of my sponge, just to really sharpen up that edge and make it really crisp. And then quickly dusting it away. For my lower lash line, I am just using a mix of that peachy shade and that bone colored shadow again, and then grabbing that dark chocolate shade just on the very outer corner, and then using a nude liner and coating with mascara, and this is the finished eye look. For lips today, I'm using the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in LAX. It's a super vampy, dark, beautiful, very, very matte look. And then I wanted to highlight the inner corner of my eyes and my brow bone, so I'm just grabbing the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. And to set everything, I'm using my Pixi by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist to make all the powders disappear. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. For a list of all the products used, check out the description box below.